Hi everyone, I'm Christina from Christina Rose Photography, and I am one of the Snap Society admins. Today I'm going to give you a little taste of Trello and kind of show you how I used to use that in my client workflow, because we are getting into the busy season and there's going to be lots of different things that we need to keep up with. And if you haven't gotten to the place in your business where you can invest in a studio management software, sometimes that can be confusing, and maybe you think, oh my goodness, pen and paper is the way to go. But I would love for you to give this little Trello board a try, because I set it up and I'm going to share it with you. But this is how I used to work through my client workflow. So there should be a link in here where you can first sign up for Trello if you want to, and secondly, you get to have a copy of this board. That means you're going to get to see everything that's on here, and that is a great starting point for you, and then you can customize it however you want. But before you do anything, you must, this is so important, come up to Show Menu, More, and then you want to Copy Board. And when you click Copy Board, you type in whatever, name it whatever you want, your photography business client workflow, and then you're probably not going to share it with a team, and you are going to want to keep it private, and then create that. And so what that does is make sure that you're not doing it from this board, because if you do it from this board, this is the public board, and everybody in the Snap Society will see your client workflow, and you probably don't want that. So let's take a look at what we have here and how we have it set up. I had an ordering list. You can add whatever. It just kind of kept me, I kept my list going, and I'd be like, okay, you know, I need to make sure that I get from this different print company or this print company for my albums or whatever. It just kind of helped me keep track of things over there. You can make it a to-do list. You can do whatever you need to do. It's just kind of a random list right there. And then we know how important leads are in our business, right? So you want to make sure that not only are you treating your clients really well, but when someone contacts you to have a session, you want to make sure that you're also serving those people really well too. And this, I'm going to move myself over a little bit, is what I would do with my leads. So you'll get this little checklist right here. And again, you can customize it to however you want to use it. So, you know, I've sent my first email. Did I hear back from them? It kind of keeps them on there, because one thing I've found in my business is that people get busy, right? And I can't tell you how many times I have this as part of my workflow. I sent that first initial email. Well, did I hear back from them, or do I need to follow up? So in a couple of days, I make sure to follow up with that person if I haven't heard back. And a lot of times they'll come back to me and say, oh my goodness, thank you so much, I'd forgotten, or I definitely do want to book, you know. So it's very helpful to make sure to follow up with that person. And one nice thing about Trello that you can do is you can add a due date to certain things. So you can, this lead right here, you can rename it, whatever lead, you know, put the client's name up there so you make sure to follow up with the right person. You can add their email address right here, whatever. You can connect Trello to your Google Calendar or whatever calendar you use, and you can add a due date quickly to make sure that you follow up with that person. And then another neat thing that you can do, I'll move myself again over here, is you can connect or attach things or connect different Google Drive documents or just things from your computer. So say you have all of your emails that you typically send out to clients, you have those in a drive. And so you can have that email or have that document easily accessible, so you can just copy and paste into your emails. So that's kind of a fun thing right there. All right, and then once that client books, you've got a new client. And this, there's one, you can click on this, you can name the client, whatever, and then you can keep track of all the different things. And again, you can go and add whatever you want right here. You can keep track of the workflow that you need to do for each client to make sure that you're getting all the things done and that that client is being served to the best of your ability. So that is how you can work with clients. Again, like copying documents or keeping note of specific things. I do this right here, say, I need to make sure to send that client an email, or I need to, just send them something in the mail as a thank you, or buy a special gift for them. Make sure that you can add that specifically for that client. And then, so you've got, I've made 1, 2, and 3 right here. But this is how you make that happen. So if you go to one of these lists, all you have to do is copy the list. And you can name it client 4, and all of that stuff copies back over. So each new client you get, you can just copy that list and you'll have a new list for that particular client. All right, that is a basic run through. I hope that you found that to be very helpful, and I hope you're able to use this in your business. Thanks so much. Have a good evening.